We're back. We lost a worked on it. Sorry for that delay. It is now 10-8 favor of Port Allegheny. I believe when you left us it was 4-3. So we're at 10-8 now. Back to serve for Port Allegheny. Number 9, Van Wy. Van Wy. Bishop over. Larson. Frame the set. To the middle. Whaler, the middle hitter with the kill, making it 10-9 Coudersport. Coudersport down 1. Van Wy serve. Nelson with a pass. Moses to Smith. Smith with a push. Okay, 11-9. Port Allegheny back to serve for Port Allegheny. Leah Nelson. Nelson serve. Van Wy to frame. Frame with a nice dig. Immediately over by Moses. Frame again. Strong side. Smith with a pass. Bishop down the middle. Frame sets. 3-ball. Smith up. Funk with a pass. Nelson over trying to back corner. Saved. Swing by Whalers. Nelson with a set. Moses with a kill from the strong side. 12-9 Port Allegheny. Nelson again back to serve. Nelson serve. Handled by Van Wy. Pushed in the middle by Whalers. Smith up. Tanner with a swing. Out. 12-10. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the technical difficulties, but quickly got it back. Again, apologies for the difficulties, but we're back and we're running 12-10 Port Allegheny. Moses passes. Nelson sets. Looks for Moses on the weak side. Moses down, straight down. 13-10 Port Allegheny. Port Allegheny already up 1 game. Tanner serve. Push to the corner by number 13. Eckert in for Coudersport. Tanner passes. Smith with a swing. Off the antenna, no good. 13-12. Back to serve for Coudersport. Frame. Let's frame at the service line. Frame's serve is short. 14-12. Again, back to serve to Port Allegheny is Funk. Seems like Funk and Nelson have had the hot hand serving tonight for Port Allegheny. Both of them very comparable with service points. Funk set to serve. Serve is up. Nelson sets, hits it over. Funk passes up to Nelson. Nelson set. Baumgartner couldn't get to it in the middle. 14-13, Port Allegheny still up 1. Back to serve for Coudersport. Cheyenne Piacci. Short. Moses back to serve for Port Allegheny, 15-13. Moses has served. Dug by Piacci. Swing by Myers. Off a deflection. Funk with a pass. Smith with a swing for Port Allegheny. Goes cross corner, 16-13 Port Allegheny. Moses again back to serve. Moses' serve handled by Whaler. Hit long by Pitchy. 17-13 Port Allegheny. Again, Moses back to serve. Van Wy with a dig. Funk with a pass. Moses sets. Nelson swings off the tip. Over. Joust at the net. Myers wins the joust against Nelson. 17-14. Port Allegheny still up 3. Back to serve for Port Allegheny. Sierra Myers. Nelson pass. Moses set. Again, confusion in the front row. 17-15. Coudersport with a point. Myers again back to serve. Serve. Tanner passes. Moses sets. Middle swing by Bumgarner. Block. Funk over. Nelson with a push. Pitchy pushes back. Frame. Swing. Pass attempt by Tanner. No good. 17-16 Coudersport. Coudersport down 1. Again, Coudersport is tied up 17-17. Sarah Myers back to serve. Myers is serve. Ace. 18-17. Coudersport. Their first lead of game 2. Myers set to serve again. Nelson unable to handle the pass, out of bounds. 19-17, Coudersport up 2. Pass Tanner, over, confusion. Pretty tough when the pass goes straight over the net when you're expecting a set, then a swing. 19-18. Nelson back to serve. Smith to serve. Smith serve, handled by Pitchy. Set. Push by Frame. Swing by Nelson. Back over by Whaler. Moses sets up Tanner. Tanner with a push. Over Pitchy. 19-19, tied up again. Smith again to serve. Smith serve. Pitchy up. Frame sets. Funk with a pass. Moses with a set. Nelson goes cross corner. Out. (2019) Coudersport. Back to serve now for Coudersport, number 27, Emily Eckert. Eckert serve. Dug up. Nice pass. Swing by Whaler. Tipped by Nelson. Brought back up. Funk from the back row. Frame quick hands over the net. Moses sets. Tanner swings. Eckert saved. Whaler smashes it out. 20-20. Back to serve now for Port Allegheny. In and out of the game for Port Allegheny, Emily Bishop replaces the libero or defensive specialist Funk. Back to serve for Port Allegheny, number 4, Cheyenne Crow. 20-20 the score. Crows serve. Up all the way over. Moses can't get to it. 20-21. Back to serve now. Van Wy again. Van Wy serve. Crow can't handle the pass. 22-20. Van Wy again back to serve. Nelson pass up. Moses with a set. Nelson push. Frame sets up. Whaler in the middle with a big swing. Save. Tanner over. Van Wy back. Whaler up. Swing by Bishop in the middle. Frame sets. We have a joust in the net. Bishop. 23-20. Countersport with a 3-point lead in game 2. Funk passes to Moses. Moses swing by Nelson. Nelson's swing is in. 23-21. Back to serve for Port Allegany, Leah Nelson. Port Allegany trailing 23-21. Nelson serve is over. Bocce save. Frame comes up. Nelson digs. Moses over. Again save. Funk with a pass. Goes deep. Out. 21-24. Countersport with 3 game points. Served by Whaler. Smith up. No good. 25-21. Countersport wins game 2 to even the match at 1 game apiece. Okay, we're back. Start of game 3. Countersport will serve. Quick rundown. Leah Nelson has 11 assists as a setter for Port Allegany. Well, Liz Frame, Countersport has 8. Again, game 3 due to start soon. It looks like Liz Frame will be back to serve for Countersport. Countersport comes out with Frame, Whalers, Van Wy, Sierra Myers, Savannah Myers, and Lily Larson. Defensive specialist, Mackenzie Genchel. Port Allegany counters with Moses, Bishop, Smith, Tanner, Nelson, and Funk. And we're set to serve. Here we go. Served by Frame. Moses sets, Nelson over. Frame, big swing, out. 1-0 Port Allegheny. Nelson back to serve. Nelson serve. Long, 1-1. Turning for Countersport, Savannah Myers. Myers is served. Smith with a pass. Nelson sets. Swing by Moses. Moses. Nope. Countersport in the net. Myers. Back to serve for Port Allegheny. Torrey Tanner. Tanner serve. Whalers. Frame. Over by Myers. Tanner passes. Nelson sets. Swing by Smith. No good. 2-2. Nelson over. Whalers with a swing off of Tanner. 3-2 Countersport.
Myers up to serve. Returned by Smith. Pushed over by Nelson. Funk with the push, bump up. Nelson with the set. Smith trying to get over, got it on the net, and it just got over.
Hey, 3-3. Back to serve for Port Allegheny is Funk. And now for Countersport, number 10, Haley Regis. She replaces Myers. Sierra. Funk serve. Hung by Savannah Myers. Myers over. Tanner pass up. Nelson with a set. Short into the net by Moses. Countersport called for out of rotation. Point goes to Countersport. Point goes to Port for Countersport being out of rotation. 4-3. We've got a hold up here as he's explaining it to the scorers. Must be it was an attack from the back line. Set by Funk. Swing by Whalers. Nelson set. Smith with a push to the corner. Out. 4-4. The only thing I can think they could have called was an attack from the back line. 4-4. Set to serve for Countersport. Lily Larson. Tanner with a pass. Nelson sets. Smith with a swing. It's in. 5-4. Port Allegheny. Moses back to serve. Moses is serve. Regis with the up. Swing by Whalers. Quick up by Smith. 3-ball over by Bumgarner. Frame sets. Swing. Funk with a catch. No good. 5-5. Back to serve now, Van Wy. Van Wy serve. Nelson. Pass no good. 6-5. Van Van Wy serve again. Tanner's pass to Moses. Moses sets up Smith. Smith quickly. Save over by Frame. Funk passes to Moses. Moses goes to Smith. Up by Van Wy, but nobody there to get it. Makes the score 6-6. Game 3 tied 6-6. One game apiece. Smith to serve. Pass by Regas. Swing by Whalers. Moses sets Bumgarner off the tip. Into the net. Still alive. No good. 7-6. Port Allegany with the point. Smith serves. Off Van Wy and out of bounds. 8-6. Port Allegany up 2. Smith serve. Frame gets it out of the net. Moses up to Bumgarner. Bumgarner called for the carry. 8-7. Port Allegany. Coudersport now serving. Back to serve for Coudersport. Whalers. Substitution for Coudersport. Out. Regas. In. Myers. Whaler serve. Tanner with a pass up. Back to Tanner. Tanner goes down the line for the point. 9-7 Port Allegany. Crow now into the game for defensive specialist. Funk, Crow to serve. Crow serve. Van Wy with a pass. Frame to Myers. Blocked by Bishop. Then the up. Then the swing again by Savannah Myers. Down the line for the point. 9-8 Coudersport. Back to serve now. Again, Frame. Frame serve. Smith up. Moses pass. Bishop over. Frame set. Swing by Myers. Blocked but didn't get over. Point. Coudersport 9-9. Frame again serving. Substitution in now for Coudersport. Number 27, Emily Eric. Out. Number 12, Lily Larson. Frame serve. Smith with a pass. Nelson. Funk over. Frame push. Swing by Myers. Out. 10-9 Port Allegany. Back to serve now for Port Allegany. Number 5, Leah Nelson. 10-9 Port Allegany up 1. Nelson serve. Short. 10-10. Savannah Myers. Smith with a pass. Set. Swing by Moses. It's in on the line. 11-10 Port Allegany. Well, that was in. Serve, Tanner. Ace, 12-10 Port Allegany. Okay, we're back. 12-10 Port Allegheny up by 2 in game 3. Back to serve again for Port Allegheny, Tori Nelson. Or sorry, Tori Tanner. Tanner again with an ace. My apologies, Tori Tanner. 13-10. Substitution in now, number 13. Pitchy. Tanner serves again. Tanner serve. Whalers with the up. Frame with a set. Swing. In block, but down. On Port Allegheny side, Van Wy with the kill. 13-11. Back to serve now for Countersport, Sierra Myers. Funk with up. Nelson. Smith with a swing. Back. Set. Frame. Tip. Bishop tried to get over in 2. No good. 13-12. Countersport down 1 and serving. Smith couldn't handle the pass. 13-13. Sierra Myers again serving. Smith with a pass. Set. Swing by Moses. More of a tip. Over and good. 14-13 Port Allegheny. Moses just over the block. In down. Crow back in. Funk out. Now Crow out. Bumgarner in. Then Funk back in to serve. Funk serve. Frame set. No good. Swing by Pitchy. 15-13. Funk again to serve. Port Allegheny up 2. Funk serve. Funk footfall. 15-13. 15-14. Countersport serve. And for Countersport, number 12, Lily Larson to serve. Out, number 27, Emily Eric. Larson serve. Pass by Moses. Over. Funk with a pass. Nelson with a set. Smith with a swing. It's down and good. 16-14 Port Allegheny. Moses now back to serve. Moses with the ace. 17-14 Port Allegheny. Moses a serve. Swing by Bumgarner. Smith with the up. Set. Smith with another swing. Pitchy with a save. Frame up. Push. In down. 17-16. Or sorry, 17-15. Serving for Countersport, number 9, Vanessa Van Wy. Van Wy serve. Goes out. 18-15. Smith serve. Short. 18-16. Wallers back to serve for Coudy. Trailing 18-16. Serve. Funk with a pass. Moses set. Tanner's shot is in. Pretty much no man's land for Van Wy. They thought it may go long, but it stayed in. Van Wy had to make a play on it. Port Allegheny up 19-16. Crow to serve. Crow serve. Up. Myers. Whalers. Tanner saves it. Tanner with a swing. Up. And it's in. 20-16. Port Allegheny now up 4. Crow still back serving.
I'll do the next one.
Crow serve. Ace. 21-16. Port Allegheny up 5. Timeout, Coudersport. We're back. Crow again to serve. Port Allegheny up 5, 21-16. Crow serve. Up by Myers. Joust at the net. Blocked by Bishop. Tanner. Moses sets Nelson with a swing. Frame up. Over by Pitchy. Moses set middle. Bishop up by Van Wy. Swing by Myers and down. Number 39, Sierra Myers with a kill, making his score 21-17. Back to serve for Coudersport. Number 19, Liz Frame, also in for Coudersport now, Savannah Myers. Out. Shane Pitchy. Smith up. Bishop over on 3. Whalers with a save. Frame. Swing. Myers no good. 22-17. Nelson back to serve. Port Allegheny up 5. 22-17. Nelson serve. Little floater. Frame with a set. Swing by Myers. Way out. 23-17, Port Allegheny. Nelson serve. Up, swing by Myers. Nelson set, push. In the corner, it was good. 24-17. Port Allegheny with 6 game points. Nelson to swing again and serve. Nelson serve. Handled. Frame with a set. Myers over. Nelson sets up Moses. Moses with the swing tip block. 24-18 point Coudersport. Port Allegheny still with 5 match points. Back to serve for Coudersport, Savannah Myers. Myers' serve is long. Game 3 goes to Port Allegheny, 25-18. So, Port Allegheny up 2 games to 1. And we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome to the fourth game. Sean's taking a quick break right now to rest his voice just a little bit. He might be back a little bit later. Port Allegheny is going to be stepping up with Leah Nelson ready to serve. So should Port Allegheny win this one, it will be the match point. Leah to serve. Comes up and over. Gets the Y. Sets. Myers a spike. Smith gets the dig. Nelson, tip over by Moses. Dig by Countersport. Not enough. They couldn't get it up in time. So that's a point towards Port Allegheny. Nelson back again, obviously, to set up and serve. Gets it up and over. Larson up. Myers a spike. Tanner digs it. Smith sets it up over. Bishop tosses it up and over, and Countersport bumps it around, and it gets out of play and hits the bumpers, which then kicks it over as out of bounds. 2-0 Port Allegheny. Leah goes ahead and does not like the way that she tossed that up and has to let it hit the ground. She gets one of those per her serve turn. Serves it up and over. Nice little serve. Oh, a slight little communication error. Frame tried to get over there and actually do a kick save, which is actually allowed, to actually try and save it up. Unfortunately, she just couldn't get into the situation just right for the spot. So Nelson back up to serve. Y back up. Myers digs it up and over and gets the save. Bishop sets. Smith sets. We got a net call as Bishop was trying to serve it. Myers got into the net. So we're off to a 4-0 start for the Gators. Nelson gets it up and over. Wide to defend. Myers spikes into the net. She did not get it high enough on that spike. The set looked good. Makes it 5-0. Nelson, another serve. Over to Larson. Larson didn't get it high enough for a set. Myers thought it might got over, and she did not try to make a play on it. And unfortunately, now it's become another point for Port Allegheny. 6-0. Nelson once again to serve. She's had a hot hand so far this evening. Myers couldn't handle that one, getting it back over again. The Falcons go ahead and call timeout. So we've gotten off to a 7-0 start for the Gators. We'll go ahead and keep it live here because this looks to be a short one. Right now, Nelson's actually had a really hot hand for serving. So you can even see the officials over there in the corner having a little fun with the volleyball, thinking it's actually a basketball. So getting back to it, Port Allegheny is going to come back with Nelson still trying to serve. Now the Falcons coach might also not only try to recalibrate the team, but also maybe cool Nelson a little bit. Some coaches like to do that. Nelson up and over and serve, and that actually cooled her off. Nelson hit it short into the net. So back to serve is Frame. We got a 7-1, Countersports behind, 6 points. And we got a substitution. Coming out is Larson, and coming in is 27, is Eckert. Funk with the dig. Nelson, Funk comes back and up and over. Smith taps it up and over. Countersport responds. Funk again sets it over. Nelson sets it for Tanner. Tanner with the spike. Wallers tried to dig it up and could not handle it and tips it out of bounds. That's 8-1, Port Allegheny in the lead. As Tanner sets up. Delivers a nice little straight strike into it. Myers tries to set on third. Nope, bumps it over. Tanner with the bump. Nelson with the set. Smith, Bishop with the actual spike and spikes it long. Pitch it now up to serve for Countersport. It's 2-8. Pitch it, shoots it long. Funk couldn't figure out if she was going to let it go and go out of bounds or not. It was kind of a no man's land area back there, but she hits it and knocks it out of bounds. Service goes back to Countersport again. For pitch it to go ahead and set it up. Pitch it to serve to Smith. Hits it off the ceiling. Funk couldn't get over there because it bounced, took a ricochet off. Score is now 8-4. With Port Allegheny still in the lead. Pitch it is definitely starting to heart and hand right now. Tanner sets it up. Smith with the set. Moses tries to get it. Countersports tries to spike but knocks out of bounds. So as a substitution, Crow comes in for Bishop for Port Allegheny. And Bumgardner now comes back in for Crow. It's a little confusion because the libero is out there. They've had to do a little reset with it. Funk up to serve. Delivers it up and over. We got a set for Countersport who bumps it over. Nelson. Bumgardner to Moses. Countersport bumps it up and over. Nelson sets it. Funk tosses it up and over. Bumgardner sets it over on the third bump. Countersport sets it. Myers with the shot. Missed. Moses. Funk sets it up to the spike. And that is out of bounds. That was a very nice volley for the team. I do apologize for missing up some maybe the Countersport names. I have not memorized them to extent yet. Sean was actually a whole lot better than I was at that. Myers back for the serve. Tanner serves it up. Bumps it right over. Back. Funk tries to get it. Lands inbounds. Score is now 9-6. Countersport catching up. Here goes Myers coming up. Myers does a nice little standing set serve, but ends up actually hitting the end of the net on the right-hand side. And Myers is going to be subbing out for Regis coming in. Moses for Port Allegheny stepping up. And a little confusion there on Port Allegheny side where Funk decided to almost go out and come back in. So Moses sets it up and over. Countersport sets. Moses up. Nelson to set. Smith to spike with a little lob to it. Pitch it, did a diving dig, and the rest of the team was not able to get it because it kind of bumped right out. We do have a substitution for Countersport again. We have Larson coming in for Eckert. Moses back again to serve. Scores 11-6. Moses up and over into the void area right there in the middle. Just over the net, and Countersport has to try and dive dig. But it was just out of reach for them. Moses again sets up. Countersport over. Smith sees an opportunity and spikes it. Regis dug it up, but it bumped out of bounds on Port side. Score is 13-6. Moses once again sets up and nice little high service. Y sets up. And Smith is set. Back to Moses. Spike. Low shot. And pitch it is unable to dig that up. Moses getting a hot hand again. We got another substitution coming in. We got Myers coming in for pitch it. So let's fire it up and get it going. Moses up and over. Almost up and over, but they cut it short. Funk with the set. Moses with the set. Bumgardner with the spike. Blocked. Bumgardner saved it. Back over to Smith. Smith with the spike and point. Score is now 15-6. Port Allegheny. And Countersport calls another timeout. We will go ahead and take a few second break here just to rest my own voice. still come back. Sport comes out, and Port Allegheny is the late one coming in. Moses once again with the serve. I've lost track exactly how many serves she's had in a row here. I think 5 or 6. Moses with a nice knuckleball just over the net. Sport unable to actually dig that back up as it just dropped. And I play a little volleyball, and doing a knuckleball is definitely difficult. Moses against services, back line. Third shot, bumps it over. Tanner bumps up. Moses sets to Smith. Smith spikes it in and gets it just inside the line. That makes the score 17-6 for Port Allegheny. Moses setting it back up. Launches up and over. Sport just bumped it over in one bump. Bub Gardner saw a spike opportunity and ended up putting it right into the net. And then in for Tanner, we have Riley Simpson, one of the other seniors for tonight, on their senior night playing. Score is 17-7, and we have Larson back to serve. A little line check to make sure that everyone's in their position. Larson up in the serve, Funk to dig. Moses a set. Smith up for a spike, gets it off the net for a little deflection, which looked like it confused a little bit of the Falcons and got it into an opening. So Smith steps up to actually serve, 18-7. Spikes it up and over. Waller's up and over. Myers pushes it back and up over. And a little miscommunication on the set there for Gators. And it dropped just inside. They may have thought it was going to go over themselves. So the score is 18-8. Y is up to serves. Moses sets it. Simpson goes ahead and pushes it over, but gets blocked and actually deflects off of them. And makes a point for Port Allegheny. Bumgardner comes off, and Crow comes on. 19-8. Crow to serve. And she's a lefty. Well, you don't see many of those, folks. Waller's there for a nice spike. Port Allegheny thought it might have been going out, so they just let it go, and it actually struck inside the box. So Waller's is back to serve for the Falcons. The score is 9-19 in favor of the Gators. Smith digs it up. Moses tried to get there in time to set for Nelson, but didn't get there in time with a little miscommunication. Waller up for a second serve. Funk with a big dig. Not enough to get it high enough for teammates to assist. Waller's now in a third shot. It's 19-11. Smith pumps it up. Moses is set. Nelson pushes over. Myers with a spike. Smith digs. Moses sets. Bishop spikes. Sport 2 digs, 3 digs. That is 3 touches and Sport knocked it out. Port Allegheny. Score is 20-11. Nelson back to serve. Nelson has had the hot hand tonight. She was one of the ones that actually got tonight's service going for quite a while, so she comes up and over. Myers sets the spike. Off the net, Bishop could not bump it properly and knocks it out of bounds. So the Falcons scores 20-12. And now we got Frayne stepping up for her first serve. Frayne up and over, goes to Crow. Bishop sets, or Nelson said, Bishop spiked it. Crow up, Nelson sets, over to Simpson, Simpson spikes it. Sport's able to bump back over. Nelson sets again, Bishop's for the spike, blocked by Myers. Myers with a spike, bump, Crow up and over. Oh, wow, this is one heck of a volley here, folks. With another spike by Myers. Myers knocked it out of bounds. Port Allegany point. And Simpson is coming out. We got a substitution where Tanner's coming in. The other senior that's for tonight. Score is 21-12. Wallers with the set. Wallers with a back row spike. Port Allegany is not able to handle it. So it turns it back over. Simpson coming back in for a sub. Comes back in for Tanner again. So now we got Myers back to actually serve. Crow digs it up. Nelson is set. Moses spike. Power Sports able to bump it around. There's a push up and over free. Crow bumps it again. Nelson sets. Smith the spike. Nice spike, but Power Sport is able to save it. Crow again for the bump. Nelson spike. Smith knocks it out of bounds on her spike. Score is 21-14. Myers back up again to serve. Power Sports starting to chip away at the lead that Port Allegany had established. And Smith unable to hold on to that bump. Knocks it out of bounds. Scores 21-15. Myers readying up again for her third serve. Up and over. Crow digs it up and over. Bumps over. Bounces off the net. Moses and Nelson are able to combo. And we had a communication problem between Myers and Frayne. Weren't sure which one's going to be getting it. And Smith and Funk switch back out as liberos do. Normally it's a back row, front row type of switching. And then Bumgardner comes back in. Funk serves up and over for the first time. Myers with the spike. Funk with the catch. Bumps it up. Tries to get it over on the third one, but catches it just short on the top of the net. Score is 22-16. And now the other Myers is up for a serve tonight. Service is up and over. Funk with the dig. Just misses the skirting up there at the top. Power Sports spikes. Smith unable to dig it up and handle it. Score is 22-17. Myers up for his second serve. Funk bumps it up. Nelson sets. Smith spike and scores the point. Score is 23-17. And we got a substitute where Myers and Regas coming in and out. Moses coming up to serve for herself up here. Moses was another one who had a nice hot hand. Cowersport digs it up, sets it up, tries to do a backdoor spike for Myers. Moses bumps. Nelson sets over to Smith. Smith spikes. Cowersport, nice save on that rally point, but the front row spike from Wallers knocks out of bounds. They score 24-17, which now becomes match point. With Port Allegany up 2 games to 1, this could be the deciding game point for the Falcons. Funk with the bump. Moses kicks it up and over. Smith with the spike knocks it out of bounds, which makes the score 24-18. Now, in case you guys aren't aware that with these games, you do have to win by 2. So should Powersport close the deal, it could get really interesting later. Nelson bumps it up and over. Moses with another bump. The third hit bumps it over for Nelson. Powersport sets. Wallers tries to spike it. Nice little deflection. Gets it up and over. And Y was unable to actually hold on to it, which makes it 25-18. That is the match point where Port Allegany comes away with the win for 3 games to 1 against Coudy. Have to give it up. The Counter Sport girls definitely fought it back. So